Not a miss. 17 hits. Let's go. He hasn't healed yet, so this fight is immediately better, but we'll see if he does decide to heal later. So far, this is going fine. I'm gonna use this anyway, even though, like, Ultima sucks in this game. I just want to see how much it does. I'm curious. I'm just really curious how this does. Yeah, Ultima is, like, worthless in this game. He hasn't really been hitting me all that much, like, damage-wise. I mean, he either misses or just doesn't do a crazy amount of damage, which is interesting. Do this again. I don't know if it wore off or anything. Honestly, Furion's doing the heavy lifting here. And the flares are actually helping. Like, 2 flares is doing, like, 1,000 damage. Give or take. 4,000. He just healed himself. I mean, it was only 4,000. I feel like I have, like, that's not too bad. So he can heal himself. At least he doesn't heal himself, like, a crazy amount like Chaos did. But Chaos had a low chance to use his heal move. But when he did, it was really annoying. He has, like, the drain effect or something. He could, like, hit you and heal whatever damage he does. Which, I mean, is annoying, but I think I'd rather that than, like, being able to heal, like, quad 9 HP, which is basically all your health. Yeah, that was only 1,000, which isn't too bad. You guys are back to using, Flare, and you use Thunder, and then you also use Flare. Yeah, it is weird. This game doesn't have, like, Curaga. This game has no, like, level 2 and 3 spells, because you just level up the spells to numbers. It's an adjustment to, like, be like, oh, use Fyra, but there's no Fyra in this game, for example. No, stop it. That was only 1,700. That's not too bad. Okay. Yeah. Just keep hitting him. I might have just done so much damage that I can probably, like, just kill him. Because I keep out-damaging him. Like, out-damage the, Starfall? What is that? That's awesome. Giant meteor falling down? I actually like that you did that because you didn't get a heal that time. That was awesome looking. That looked really cool. I kind of want him to do that again. Would teleport work on this dude? It also insta-kills? What is it with FF2 and all these insta-kills? I don't know what it is with this game and all the insta-kills. Oh, well, he's dead. I never played this game. I have no idea, to be honest. This is my first playthrough. Alright, well, this final boss was, like, nowhere near as infuriating as Garland or Chaos, whatever, as FF1's, which is good. Because in FF1, if he gets, like, a quad 9 heal, it was annoying. This final boss felt fine, though. Like, it wasn't, like, amazing, but it also wasn't, like, too annoying. He had the heal effect that, the other enemies had, but, like, I mean, like, I'd rather that than just be... I'd rather that than have a chance to be like, hey, I heal all my HP. Like, what FF1's final boss did. So, definitely better than the originals. By a mile. Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you. Not once, but twice. Who are you? Ah! It is over. It's done. Now let's get out of here. Took just 4 hours. Field research professional. The last trophy is probably going to proc after the ending. Layla's like the only other party member alive. Like, of the 4 party members, Layla's the only one that lived. Ricard, dead. Minwoo, dead. Joseph, dead. I feel like I'm forgetting one, but probably not. But Layla is the last survivor of the 4th party members. That's insane. It's finally over, isn't it? It was a long struggle, but with the Emperor gone, we have nothing left to fear. Thank you. With all my heart, I thank you. With the combined strength of Kashuan and Finn, we will build the kingdom anew. Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Though once a coward, I now stand here a new man. Oh, Gordon! Gordon was a playable party member. He's alive, too. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. I'm sure Scott is smiling down on me from above. Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Empire gone? You put me on the job. I guess I'll have to start stealing from you. Better watch your backs. Okay, then. Bye, Paul. You sure show them, Furion. You're every bit the bloke I pegged you for. If you ever feel like trying your hand at pirating, well, what, that not sit well with you, Maria? Looks like your next battle's already begun, Furion. Are you really trying to say that Furion and Maria have a relationship going? Because there was like, that's like incredibly out of nowhere. You did it. I'm sure my dad's happy for you too, up there above the clouds. I'm gonna be working here, serving the princess. I just want to do whatever I can I can to help out. Oh, there's Joseph. Who are you again? I don't know this chick. Joseph? We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. Farewell. Words cannot express my gratitude to you all. Bye, goodbye. War is finally over. Yes. We can all live in peace, together. Right, Leon? There could be no going back, not for all of us. But why? Don't go. Furion, stop him. Maria, Leon is right. We've been through too much. I can't stop him, not now. Leon, we will meet again. Hey. That's really neat. Well, we should be going too. This is only the beginning. Their long struggle was finally at an end. The Emperor, Pandemonium, the monsters plaguing the world, all have vanished without a trace. Peace have returned once more. The wounds of the war would mend, and the memory of those bitter days would fade. But one thing would never be forgotten. That a band of young heroes once saved the world. Yeah, and then another band of heroes will do it again in FF3. Credits? Hey, there you have it. Final Fantasy 2. We got it done in 4 hours, so that's neat. This will probably just be 12 videos on YouTube. That worked out really well. We're gonna get the Platinum Trophy too, so that's great. Everything worked out well. Final Fantasy 2, I like it more than Final Fantasy 1, obviously. I probably like it more than Final Fantasy 3 as well. I remember when I first played FF3, some things in that game annoyed me. It does do the job system. It starts the job system, which is like refined in FF5 and eventually 10-2. But I remember 3 having some really annoying moments. So I don't know, maybe I put this game over FF3. It's hard. Overall, I think FF2 is a fine game. It's a fine Final Fantasy. It's towards the bottom of my FF rankings, but it's not a bad game. Its leveling system is a good experimentation system. I think they tried something new and they never brought it back for an FF game. So, like, I mean, they tried it and realized, oh, like, This isn't very good, but I think it's fine. I think the concept of leveling up your magic is really cool. I think the leveling system, like, on paper is really neat, but in execution, some things just don't work. And also, this game just needs a lot of explaining to do, because a lot of it's, like, left under the wayside. You have to, like, you know, Google stuff if you want to know stuff, or test it out. It really is just, like, experimentation, which I guess is neat. They tried it, and, you know, they never did it again, so, like, I can't really fault them for that. But yeah. The story in this game, like, this feels like a blueprint for FF4. The game is very similar to FF4. It's got rotating characters, like, FF4 has a rotating cast, and, just the fact that Firian's, like, the first named protagonist, this feels like a blueprint for FF going forward. FF4, I feel like, has a really good story, at least for the time. FF4 story's pretty good. This game, honestly, on paper, its story is interesting. Like, oh, the Emperor, they want revenge. He's destroying stuff. You gotta stop him. It's neat on paper, but the dialogue is... There's, like, barely any dialogue. There's barely any substance, I guess, is the word I would use. Like, the premise, like, they have a good premise going, but they don't do anything with it. And there's, like, barely any interaction with the characters. Even when characters die, it's just like, oh, they're dead. That's it. They're gone. But I feel like this is like a blueprint for FF4, because FF4 basically takes the story. It's not exactly the same story-wise, but the concept, like rotating characters, rotating party members, etc. Just a named protagonist, and like, in general, like, it takes this and like refines it in every possible way. So I respect FF2 for trying something new and actually like starting the storylines for FF, because I feel like FF stories have gotten better. They look back at FF2. They don't look back at FF2, which sucks, because like, people say this game is like terrible, and I honestly don't think this game is terrible. This game doesn't suck. There are worse games than this. It is a product of its time, though. I feel like people are way too hard on this game. It's got some poor design choices, but I don't think it's terrible. I honestly like this game more than the original Final Fantasy. I don't know if I like it more than 3, because I'm conflicted with 3. 3 has the job system, which is really cool, and I like job systems normally, but there were also some things when I first played 3 that didn't vibe with me. But who knows, maybe when I replay 3, they're different. Maybe I'll like it more, who knows, but I don't know, this is still a fine game. It was fun. I had a fun time with it. It's Final Fantasy. I love this franchise. This franchise is my second favorite for a reason. I really love Final Fantasy, so I enjoyed it because it was a Final Fantasy game. It was a fun time. I enjoyed going through it. That's basically all I have to say. Like, there's not much to the game. It's got more than one, but not by much. But yeah. It feels like FF1 to 3 are testing grounds for different systems, and at 4 they tried to stabilize the favorite opinions. Yeah, I agree with that. 1 to 3, they're dated. Like, they're dated. I'm gonna say it. 1 to 3 are, like, dated. They were testing stuff out. They didn't really know how to make good Final Fantasy games. Like, FF1, like, is one of the first RPGs. Not the first RPG, because Dragon Quest came before it, but one of the first RPGs is FF1. They were learning, you know? I feel like 1 to 3 are kind of like, they were kind of learning and figuring stuff out. Like, in FF1, basic RPG. FF2, they tried out this leveling system because they were like, oh, we did FF1, let's just like reinvent the wheel. Okay, cool. Let's have this leveling system. You level up your spells, you level up your stats, and there's no actual levels. They tried it. It didn't get favorable opinions. I didn't love the system, but I also didn't really hate the system. It's still kind of grindy if you don't use the boost mechanic. Then for FF3, hey, let's have this job system back. Let's bring back the job system, but instead of just being like, hey, you choose jobs as your party members, you can switch jobs on the fly. And that was a neat system. It has its problems, though. FF3 has problems. So, I very much agree with that sentiment. That 1 to 3 were like, they were testing stuff out, and then by 4, they really knew what they were doing. 4 is like a really good Final Fantasy game. It's got a really good story. And I think the characters are great for the time it was made. 5 perfects the job system. The only game I think does better with the job system than 5 would be like 10-2, which I know a lot of people don't love 10-2. People don't like 10-2. They're hard on that game as well, but I love Final Fantasy 10-2. But 5 is one of the best job systems out there. They basically fix everything with 3 that 3 did with the job system. And then 6 is also like kind of like 4, where it has a really focused story. 6 does an ensemble cast really well. So 6 does things really well too. I can't wait to play the other FFs though. Mostly 4. I'm so excited to play 4 again. I have not played 4 in like like at least 5 years. I haven't played FF4. And 5 as well. I'm excited to play 5 as well because I remember very little of 5 other than the job system being pretty good. We are going to do 3 first, which, you know, I'm not really favorable upon FF3, but I mean, I should still enjoy it. It's still a good enough game. It's Final Fantasy. There really is no like terrible mainline FF in my experience. Even FF1, it's just a product of its time. It's not even like a bad game. I mean, FF is such a great franchise. I love this franchise. So like, I'm not really gonna dread any FF, but man, am I excited to play FF4 again. Whenever I get around to that. If FF16 wasn't so close to releasing, I actually would play these like back to back. Dude, these credits are long. Were they this long for FF1? These are long credits. What was I saying? If FF16 wasn't so close to releasing, I actually would like play these all back to back. But like, there's no way. I guess technically I could finish 3 before 16, but like, since I'm not going to be able to play all of them before 16 anyway, I'm just like not going to play 3 anytime soon. Like, I might be able to finish 3 before 16, but I would not be able to finish 4 and 5 before 16. So, yeah. That's why I'm not doing them all back to back. But if 16 wasn't so close to releasing, I probably would do them all back to back, to be honest. I'm skipping these. I do not have much to say in the game. Yes, I will save completed data. Hey, War's End. And that should be Master of 2. Platinum trophy number 30. Let's go. But anyway, yeah. FF Tactics is fun game style. I never played Tactics. I do really want to play Tactics at some point. I never played Tactics. I've heard people say it's a good game. I've heard good things about it. I'm not a big strategy person, but I like Arc the Lad, and I like Shadows of Valentia and Three Houses. So like, I have experience in Tactics games. I recently played the Arc the Lad trilogy, which I love. So I will probably play FF Tactics at some point. I definitely will. No, not I might. I will. I will play FF Tactics. I don't know when, but I'll play it. But yeah, Final Fantasy 2 is done. We're gonna take a small break from Final Fantasy. 16 is the next FF game we're doing. We're gonna play Tales of Eternia, and after Tales of Eternia, we'll hopefully wait for the release of FF16 and play that. I'm really excited. I hope it's good. Other than that, like, I want to play 7 Remake again because I love 7 Remake, and then we'll get to 3, 4, and 5. Probably after Remake, I'll just do 3, 4, and 5 just to knock out the Pixel remasters. So, and then obviously Rebirth comes out like in the winter or something, so there's that too. In 16 coming out, if you play non-stop every game, you might manage to get through 10. Well, no, you don't understand. I already have 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, and 12 on the channel. So I'm not playing every single FF game. I was just talking about the Pixel Oh, and I have 6 on the channel. 6 is on the channel already. I was talking about playing all the Pixel remasters, getting them on the channel before 16 comes out. There's no way that'll happen because I can't dedicate myself to FF. So, yeah, that's what I meant. Like, I'd probably be able to finish like 3 or something before 16 with my current schedule, but there's no way I'd be able to finish 4 and 5 unless I dedicate to only FF, and I'm not going to do that. So, yeah. That's just burnout waiting to happen. But yeah, we'll do 16. We'll do 7 Remake, and then after that, we'll probably get to 3, 4, and 5. It'll be fun. So, yeah, tomorrow we're going to do Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter. Wednesday we'll do more 0-3, and then Thursday we're going to start Tales of Eternia since Final Fantasy 2 is done. So yeah, Thank you all for watching. See you all next time.